First look at plans for Air New Zealand's new two-tier Koru club at Auckland International Airport to bring you this morning, which is very exciting. I do say two-tier because there will be separate areas depending on where you rank. A new lounge is set to double the size of the current space, increasing capacity by 70%. Greg Foran is the Chief Executive at Air New Zealand and joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Great to have you here. I know this will be music to the ears of many.
It will be.
A frequent flyer. We've got some pictures to show people as well of what you're expecting. Talk us through. What have you got planned?
Well, I guess following on from your theme of segregation to some extent, we're going to be creating a different lounge for our elites and business class customers. So what it sees is basically a 70% increase in space. So we've got about 2,000 square metres. It goes to 3,700 square metres. A separate lounge for business and elites included in that. And then, of course, for the rest of the Koru members, they'll be also seeing a remodelled lounge. Now, this is a big piece of work. Gets underway next year. It'll get done in 2 stages and we'll have it all wrapped up towards the end of 2027.
And this is just the international lounge we're talking about.
That's correct.
At the international airport. So what the pictures we're looking at is for international?
Yes.
Looks very fancy.
It is. It is. And, you know, it's been a while since it's been done, probably about 2014. You know, we get over 500,000 people through these lounges. So, you know, give or take about 1,400 a day. It's a big deal when you're travelling internationally. Auckland is a key hub for us, so updating this is appropriate. Giving our people who are travelling business and our elites a bit more space, a la carte dining, some meeting rooms, some private space for them to be able to conduct their business. And just everyone gets a much better experience.
Well, so this is my next question. If you are in the other tier, the non-elite one,
sure.
What are you calling them? How do we differentiate?
Koru.
Koru,
which is really how they're known at the moment.
So there's Koru and then there's...
Well, we'll have the Koru lounge, and then the Koru lounge will also have
elite.
A lounge for elite and business class.
Okay. So what if you're going to the Koru non-elite part, then do you still get champagne and stuff like that? I mean, is there any services being pulled back from that side of it?
No, there isn't. And you know, I was actually in one of our lounges just the other day, domestically, and I couldn't help but reflect, Ryan, on the quality of what we actually provide in terms of food and beverage and all the other things. I travel around a bit. For sure, there are some lounges out there that are pretty exceptional, but I would say overall, the lounge experience you get both domestically and internationally with Air New Zealand, and we do run 24 lounges in total, I think is pretty good.
Pretty good.
There will be nothing that moves out of the existing Koru lounge. It'll have all of that, all the great things that you've got in there now.
That's good to know. Will it be crowded? Because that's one of the complaints people obviously have about the current setup, is that too many people allowed in. You know, will you be letting people bring in friends and strangers? Or?
Well, the great thing is that what we're doing here is that we're investing for future growth. And so this is a 70% increase in space. So it's not growing by a little bit, it's not growing by an extra 10%. You know, we'll grow from sort of a total now, we can get about 430 odd people in there now, up to about 790. So it's a big increase. It'll set us up really well for, you know, the next 5-10 years. So plenty of space.
Great. How much does it cost, and will you be putting up our Koru fees or our plane prices to pay for?
Well, it does come at a reasonably significant cost, and that's not something which I can share. It's a commercial negotiation. But it is millions and millions of dollars, and we budget for that accordingly. But it's part of the experience for customers. We know when they travel with us, they do want that experience when they get to the airport.